Hello everyone, Mayor Jordan here and welcome back. In the last episode we ended up changing a lot of little stuff here, with the sort of demolition of a very large area and sort of building in this new kind of highway that, kind of goes throughout the city. We've got a couple of traffic issues, but I think it's probably due to this rebuilding. Probably some other stuff too, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm trying to pretend that, it's all going to be okay. And that's my story and I'm sticking with it sort of vibe. But I hope you're doing good today. I'm doing pretty well myself. I've been getting more comments, by the way, thank you. And I've been able to sort of utilize those to kind of be like, okay, I see some changes that I can make and so on and so forth. So I do appreciate that very, very much. One thing I realized, my lane orientation wasn't the best here. So if I actually did this might work a little bit better for me. We'll see if that ends up making that just that slight bit better, because then they get those lanes to do that. This is all good. They're getting a little... I don't know if there's an issue with this one. We'll see if I can adjust it, just see. Again, we're probably going to be messing with this a little bit because it's kind of the, I guess, somewhat main focus going on currently. But I'll try not to get too wrapped up in it. Honestly, I think if I just had more ways into here, it probably would be less of an issue, because even here's getting busy for the same reason, of course. This isn't my best move, but I could do what I did on this side, which actually seems to be working relatively well. It's definitely still busy, and with them switching over, there's not like the biggest amount of room in the world to do that switch. One of my big plans, and this was one thing that was commented, was I've obviously not really done much on the public transport front. So I think that's going to be one of the big things that I need to kind of take a look at and, sort of alter, because I think that's going to, of course, that's going to be a huge part of everything going forward. But let me see if I can find where this sort of... of course it's limiting here, because 2-lane road coming off of that. Not really ideal. This goes to a roundabout, so that's fine. That goes to a roundabout. But yeah, then they're just getting locked in these other little locations. What is this? No medical supplies. I don't even know how that happens. I actually don't know how that can happen, but here we are. Maybe I'll do this. I'll replace it, because I think it's something to do with it can't handle like the amount of people. But let's just replace it with a hospital. That's probably going to be like, something that's actually more useful. I didn't mean to... Ooh, I didn't know that would delete that, but that's okay. I'm sure that's probably something that is for the betterment. I guess it just needs that helicopter path. That's fine. So, one thing I could do... I'm debating right now, don't mind me, and just having a little mull over in my head. One thing I was considering, I should say, let me see how this is going. Okay, that's better now. This is okay. It seems to be... Oh, it's mostly just pedestrians, sort of, like, messing with that a little bit. Oh yeah, of course, them coming off of here, they're going to do that. Let me actually see. Let me make sure there's not an upgrade for this. So appear in a transit terminal. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, that just adds the buses itself, so I don't have to worry about it. So let me just do a bus that goes from there to... yeah, we'll put it within the city here somewhere. I'm surprised I don't have one here. It actually seems a bit silly to not have one within here. So I'm just going to do that, and I'll kind of redo this. So we'll start with this farthest one. We'll have it just be the kind of one that gets into this area. One thing that I've been trialing is, instead of having... like the traditional dedicated, like, oh, here's just a bunch of bus stops. I've been doing bus stations, like kind of a more, I don't know if it's like an old school thing or what it was, but, You know, a lot of places, they used to just have the buses go to certain bus stations. I started doing that with, like, some stops along the way. And when it goes between 2 bus stations, I've actually been finding pretty good use of that. This is interesting. This is definitely something. I will, we'll say that. Let me do a little test here. So can I not? No, I can't fix that. That did, I think, mess with that somehow, actually, which, I mean, hey, I'll take what I can get. I'm just wondering if I build a way up and under here, if they will choose to take that versus taking this, because technically you would think, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't think I can actually turn off a pedestrian access system. Like, I don't think that's really a thing. No, I don't really see like a no pedestrian thing. I was hoping they might want to utilize that, but I think they would just, they want the shortest point A, point B sort of deal. Which I get 100%. I guess, wait, I could do this. I could do, so let me pause it. I could upgrade to the highway, and they can't walk between the highways. And then, you know, I will even do the same here, just legitimately to keep noise down. I'll add that. Well, you know what? No, I don't want that. I don't like the idea of blocking the view on a roundabout, so I'm not going to do that. Can you actually, you can add crosswalks within this? I did not know that. Can you add? Oh yeah, you can add streetlights to this. Not trees though. Okay. Sorry, just learning some new things as we go. But then I utilize the ability of being able to do this, which I would actually prefer if they would use it more down here, just so they don't use this crosswalk. And then, let's see, maybe I'll even, wow, there's a lot of people walking. But can do something like this, and then legitimately we'll put in a crossing there. And I guess a little bit like playing Skylines of like yesteryear now. I always used to have, oh, you can't put in the roundabouts? Oh, that's weird. Okay, well that's fine. I'll just kind of connect it in my own way. That looks hideous. Let's, I thought that would like connect a little nicer. I don't know why. It didn't, by the way, if you didn't notice. So let's do something more like so, which I think still, yeah, looks pretty gross. But it's going to be the way that I'm going to do it for now. And we'll have that there. You know, I'll do like, let me turn this to the straight one here. This is just to hope that people will utilize this as a cross. Oh, I wish that would have just connected, but it didn't. This is when the move it tool would be a lovely addition. There we go. So let's play that. May start seeing some people, yeah, they're just kind of having to get off the highway at this point. Wow, the amount of people walking that is crazy. Is that to go to here? I can't believe that, if so. It must be, though, like somewhat, because that seems to be where everyone's going. That's wild. Oh, they're going to the substation, or subway station, probably. Yeah, wow, 1,000 passengers were waiting. That's actually insane. What else do we have here? So we have a taxi stand. That seems pretty cool, actually. So maybe that'll work a little bit better, though, like just having that as an option. We'll see. I mean, already it's being used. Oh, jeez, that's loud. I apologize. Already it's being used, so that's like step number 1 of the necessity. And they are using that to get over. I'm going to pretend I wish you could do little elevator things for accessibility. That would be nice. But just straight up jaywalking, that's actually really funny. I didn't know they would do that. Yeah, so they do seem to be using this, so that's actually nice to see. And then, of course, they're just going to take this to get to the subway, which I could, to encourage bus fares. I could add a bus stop here on that route. So now it goes from here to there. Then it'll go into this stop, do a little U-E, come back. That might work. I wish I had a little more room for this to turn. It's not horrible, but it could be better. Although they seem better since I've upgraded this, hilariously. Oh, another ship to dock. That's actually kind of cool. Sure, why not? But yeah, this must be bringing in like a good few. Yeah, wow, 1,400 passengers waiting. I've been playing with this in like my spare time, and I've not had that good like of numbers. So that's actually a little bit crazy for me to see. Not complaining though. I'm gonna keep that like for like now. I will come back and fix these kind of things. I just don't want to like get into that currently. I just want to make sure stuff is running better than it was. I think automatically having that one bus line has actually fixed a lot of issue that was previously going on. Wow, you are on, oh geez, you are on the teetering edge, my friend. I'm sure he'll be fine. So yeah, we've got a lot of city things going on, that's for sure. But yeah, this little downtown bit I think automatically is looking better for traffic. I don't understand this. I think it has something to do. I think when these lines overlap each other, there are like this, or there's like this little thing that the AI just is like, I can't do this. Gives up on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that, and I think that should help with that. I guess the crash probably isn't helping. But hey, it's fine for now, you know? So yeah, this isn't great with the cars parking there, but I'll leave it just because there's not a current issue. So I'm going to count that as a current gain. And we'll kind of go from there. I think I kind of like the idea of just having that there. Like, it just seems like a kind of cool spot that I can build around in the future. Oh, this actually ends up being a pretty good little pad for a few things, but I'm gonna try to space it out because obviously there's like, you know, it can only go so far to like do a lot here, or do like its coverage. So I will see if I can, you know, manage to move it around a little. I may, because this does a lot of noise pollution, I think I'm gonna move that out to a new area. I think I can even, yeah, I can justify having it there. And then we will, which I know this is going to be a bit of a, probably a noise issue. Or not a noise issue, a limitation with the road. But I think it can be okay. If I see the little thing come up, all I got to do is add a transformer somewhere and link to it. It's not a big deal. So yeah, we definitely have a little shortage on hearses, I guess, currently. You know, it is what it is, but it seems like we've got the availability. It's probably just they're probably stuck in freaking traffic, honestly. But that's fine for now. But yeah, we might end up turning this into like a little area for where I can maybe utilize these more high-rise-esque buildings. That might be the way. Also, again, I could have. There's a very small chance that I remember this correctly, but I'm pretty sure that I read from one of y'all that the San Francisco in reality is like, it's got its big buildings, of course, and then the rest of it ends up being like a lot of row houses, and probably, I would assume, this is me assuming, not what people have said, but part of me would assume there's probably some mixed use in like sort of the more contemporary looking architecture of oh, there we go, of styles and stuff, but you know, I don't know. I've yet to be west, so my knowledge on that is very, very slim. But I do hope, like, one day soon I will make it out that way. It's honestly just because I don't have family out that way, and I've never been, like, ultimately, like, I really enjoy what's here on the East Coast, and there's more places, like, you know, I always wanted to visit New York and Chicago and stuff like that, which I've done now. But, like, that was the thing that I think, like, I was like, oh, I got to do all that stuff before I go west, and then I married an English woman, so when I do have to travel and it's a big journey, I go to the UK instead. So I think it's one of those things of just like, I'm always that way instead at this point. And I end up just not really going west. But that's one thing I want to change. I want to actually drive to like out west, preferably, because I want to see the change and everything. I don't really want to put the miles on my car, but I probably will, just for curiosity's sake. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll see. But hopefully this next year. I was going to say this year, but of course, we're getting close again. Almost time to pay taxes. Yes, I can't wait. Oh, gosh. Self-employment taxes. Nothing more fun. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, because I want to be able to utilize this a little bit here, like build up some nice things around this area. I'm going to do a little bit of that. One thing I'm also going to do is, because I don't want to get, you know, stuck in the same situation that we're in with the small roads. So I'm going to, kind of a good distance between here, have these more arterial roads for us that can connect to some of this other stuff, and hopefully not get so busy, but we'll see. It's a bold ask, but hey, there's always a chance. And I've been getting a little bit better about, I've just been using the small roundabouts, and honestly I found it totally fine. It's actually been quite nice. And one thing I think could look cool, it wouldn't necessarily be great for this because of the traffic implications, but I could do it back this way, of having, maybe I could do it to like there, so it's at least kind of even on both sides, but using the pedestrian only roads to have some like interesting businesses off of there. And then I will use here, and what I'll do is I'll do like the larger roundabout for the filtering of this area, then I'll use a relatively small one for there, which kind of turns to a cool looking plaza anyways. Maybe I'll do that, because well, that's weird, but I guess they understand it somehow. In fact, I wonder if I upgrade this bit, would that, maybe I'll do the way, yeah, I'll do that, just because I don't want that to look so weird. And maybe that'll just work a little better. I'll even do it to, do I want to do that or do I want to do that? I'll do that. And then maybe I can even utilize this to kind of keep up the same deal a little. And we'll do this and kind of nicely connect up to there. There we go. Just to give like a little more touristy, like it's not quite a cobble path, of course, it's just a pedestrian road, but give us a little bit more of a touristy vibe for sure. And you know what, I'm going to build like this because I was hoping that would leave a lot bigger of an area. That works a little better. I just don't want it to look so kind of, I guess, like squared off in a way. So maybe I can do that. And then have this. Have a little turn in there. What's that look like? Oh, you can actually... Oh, yeah, you can put roundabouts. I forgot about this. You can put the roundabouts within these pedestrian paths, and they sort of turn into like little plaza areas, which I think actually looks really neat. And I think if you do like... Yeah, the larger they get, like they just sort of look nice. But yeah, like little plazas, and I like that. Yeah, people suggested putting them like even like in these kind of areas and stuff. They just look nice. And I'll do that. Like obviously it takes away a little location, but I think it just kind of looks pleasant. So yeah, obviously this is a big space of lots and lots of people wanting to be here. All of this, in my mind, any of this kind of like, I guess, area needs to be commercial. It's going to be like the ultimate money maker. Any bit of that road, essentially. And I think that will be fun. So we'll probably start seeing some people make their way back there. This gives medium noise, so it's actually not that bad if I end up actually putting some houses back this way. I think I'm going to utilize this, and this could be this might be a questionable choice for traffic, but I'm going to try it anyways because it's me. But I'm going to connect this here. We'll go ahead, let's use this slightly. Oh, got something overlapping. I don't know what important there is overlapping though. I think it's legit just the road. Yeah, it was just the road. So let me do that. And in fact, I might, like a lot of this area, I'm a little bit more tempted to rebuild. Oh, it might have been a mailbox looking at it. But I'm a little more tempted to rebuild with some of the larger roads in anticipation of using it as a more, I guess, a thoroughfare sort of area. Let me put the film actor up there, because I think that may work for us just a little bit better in the end. Because I'll use all of this. And then maybe I could even wrap it around to like connect up to here or something, or some, you know, I like have different areas to connect. But I think this might just look nice. So yeah, I had no, as you can tell, I guess, like with the way this started versus where I'm at now, I had no real intention on what I was doing this episode. It just sort of, I guess, you know, my brain was like, you know what, I want to do this. Let's do this. And here we are. But yeah, I've been playing like a fair bit in my like spare time because I felt it was really important to like at least know a little bit more. I wouldn't say like, I mean, you can obviously see I don't make great choices, which thankfully it seems most people are appreciating that, and thank you. Honestly, everyone's been so nice. All of you have been very, very nice. Even like some of the videos have done oddly well, even more so than my other YouTube channel, Xanator, and I've been really surprised with that. It's a little bit wonky. I want to see, it keeps wanting to do that. That's fine, I'll just delete it. But yeah, I've been very happily surprised and really enjoying myself with this, honestly. Let's see, what is the overlapping issue? I don't know. Is it? There's something within there. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, it's gone now. Okay. Then trying to like give more room for buildings on this outside area more than the inside. Okay. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Then we can connect there. Perfect enough.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services
Then
have
we can
already been
go
dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal.
up
But if
and
you're
around
planning
here,
future
which this
travel,
is a long
you
road
might
to
want
do
wait
without
for
really
the
looking at anything, but
If you're in it, you
again, questionable choices are what makes this series, I think. It's what keeps us going. You know what, let me actually,
are in for a real treat tonight as the aurora borealis is expected
let me
to light
have
up
that,
the night
because
sky.
then I'll just
That's
build
right, Jim. Don't forget
a way to
look
get
out
up and
the
down
sun.
from there, or
Promises to be quite a sight.
instead, I'll just connect it, and then we can roundabout it, because why not? But yeah, everything's been like going super nice, like on this series for my liking, and you know, it's been nice just kind of learning it. But I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like just constantly at a struggle, essentially, which I think I've done okay at. There's definitely some times where I could probably have used more knowledge, but at the same time, like, you know, I guess this is how most people actually play the game, because not everyone's a city planner for sure. But I think, well, I don't really want it to be risen like that. So let me scale this down a little, and then we'll just sort of, oops, sort of just build that up to there. And there we go, that's better. And yeah, we'll slowly sort of add these back in where they would have connected or are connecting. And I think this will just allow me to add some of these larger roads and everything too, that kind of, or it just allows me to add this larger road that I think is going to be a lot better for the thoroughfare. So I'm going to hit play. Many, obviously, regretful things, but at the same time, it's fun. I'll do this because I get close to achievement every one I would delete as well, which is always fun. What was that one? Oh, it's the little emergency shelter. I guess I can keep that because it's not really an issue. There we go. But yeah, I think that should work a little bit. This is quite backed up. I don't know what was going on here. I think it's a lot of people literally. Okay, I mean, some of them, yeah, they're going left. Okay, I thought they were literally just like having a weird little struggle there. I might need to put in like a trumpet one here or something that just keeps the flow a lot better. But you know, that's something we come back on and we can fix, so it's fine. Alright, so we obviously lost a lot of pop there and everything, but that's okay. With, I think, being able to add better things back here, it should hopefully kind of negate some of my questionable choices somewhat. This looks dumb, but kind of just how it is for now. This is, yeah, it's all them trying to get over for this, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think we'll have to rework this ever so slightly. I might actually just take this away and then bring that back a little farther. Let's not do that though. Preferably. There we go. Maybe that'll just kind of work a little better, because like if they want to go out this way, they can like, I mean, just go here. You'll be fine. You don't need to all go out that one way. But yeah, they already cleared that out a little bit. Here is a backup issue, and it might be for the same. Yeah, I mean, it's, I think because of this parking lot, which I mean, it's a bit of a silly one anyway. So I think, you know, we can replace a parking lot for better road mechanics. And yeah, they obviously get stuck doing this a little bit. They're not the most efficient things for a lot of traffic, that is for sure. So yeah, not the most ideal. I think I would almost consider replacing these with, where's the one? I mean, even the just, yeah, trumpet intersection probably would work better. I mean, it doesn't take up that much room. Maybe I'll switch that. Yeah, the only problem is, yeah, coming from this side. What other... Is there like a good option of... Because, I mean, that one's fine, but I don't really want to do that. Wow, that is huge. I mean, I could easily build my own. It's not the most ideal thing in the world. When I do. But it's always a possibility. I don't know why he's just like backing up there. I think this might also just be like messing people up. A little bit of my... Probably my layout not helping as well. But let me do something here real quick, just for curiosity's sake. Because I think I also... probably could have done... Is this connecting? There we go. Probably could have done this a little nicer on the curve. I wish it would like do the curve I want just a little bit better, but I guess if I go into this and then do that, that might work a little better for me. And then like this here is fine, but I would rather it actually be more maybe like here, kind of going out this way, then down. Let's not make it like the largest grade known to man. And then we upgrade this to the 3-lane. Now that might work a little better. And then back here, I'm also going to give this a longer runaway, I think. So I'm going to actually turn that back to that for now and figure out where we're going. Probably here to sort of, you know, match up with it. So let's say like that. We start going up and then in. I mean, that automatically to me seems smarter. Then up in here. No. How about back here? Anywhere? It's like I'm always trying to figure out where it wants me to do this. Maybe it'll... There we go. Okay, well, it's that, oops. It's that super, like, jagged right turn that I'm not a fan of. Yeah, I've already got that upgraded. Let me see if I can find... there's kind of better, but not quite. It's not perfect, but it is better. It's still more of a right turn than I would like, but let's just see how that does, I guess. And it goes over that, which I don't really like, but hey, we're not aiming for perfection. Then have that there. Alright. So, here's in hopes that that not being so sharp will just make everything a little smoother. People will be able to choose their lane a little bit quicker as well. Which I think it should, in theory, be the case with that. And also, I don't think I need this to necessarily be 2 lanes with the way that this goes in the middle. Yeah, I think this could just very well be that. And this might work a little better, because then it keeps them... I don't know. I don't know if that's better or worse. This is sort of I guess, another... testing and seeing what happens, because yeah, they're still just kind of choosing whatever lane at that point, so I don't think it makes really a big difference. We're not in one that I can tell for now. And also, I could do this and then it just gives them more chance to choose which lane they need to get onto there. And I can do the same here as well without it really being an issue, so I may as well do that. And yeah, maybe that'll work a little bit better. Maybe that'll get people a little quicker through this area, but we'll see. I'll come back to that. Oh gosh, a little bit of lag. Here is still being an issue for the same reason. Yeah, they have the same issue on both sides, which is kind of odd. Not entirely sure as to why there, to be honest. I'm a little bit more tempted to rebuild this in general. But I don't know exactly how to do it in this area. I guess like it being the only way into here is not the most ideal thing in the world, is it? Crazy that. And this is the highway itself, right? Yeah. Which, I mean, it's busy as is. I don't know why this gets so backed up. Like, roundabouts are supposed to be, you know, the efficient thing. What would happen? Okay, don't mind me for a moment. This is going to be my test. What happens if we just have this as a normal place with lots? I can't imagine it's faster, but I'm just getting annoyed at it. One thing I did see on a Reddit, or the Reddit I should say for this game, someone was saying that they found the fastest method for the road to actually be doing this. But it's very hard to kind of... Well, that's weird how that does, actually. Interesting. Let me redo this bit, because I think that's one reason that's acting a little weird. So let me just try this. Okay. Then like that. So that might be step number one to making that better. And then... So yeah, someone was having better luck with... Wow. with doing this kind of method, which, I mean, obviously you see, at least in some places in the States for sure. I don't know if it'd be quite that close, but we'll try it, because I guess it just makes it where it's a unfiltered right turn. I don't know. We'll put lots in there. Maybe I could say, you know, like, I could say don't turn left there, but, or don't turn right here, rather. Then don't turn left here, so it goes straight on each side. And then this one would be don't turn right here. But that would be don't turn right there. And I can't tell what this one is because the things are a little close, actually. So let me redo it. I need a little bit more of room to kind of see. But hey, this is, I guess, part of the game, isn't it? Test the things and find out the things. Okay. It's not perfect, but hey, I'll take it. So we want to make this... Don't go left. Don't go left. There we go. I think I end up hitting that somewhere else. That's fine, probably. Don't go left, and don't turn left. There we go. I think I like don't turn left up here or something. That's probably fine. Okay, so we want that. And then we basically want this. Yeah, don't turn right here. Okay, that's already don't turn right. This one is fine as is, but this one needs to be don't turn right there. And this one would be technically don't turn right there, if that works. I can't see to know. Let me just see what happens. I may need to build this as a larger set piece to really know how that works, but I'm gonna give that like a couple minutes, just for curiosity's sake. This one I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna downscale the amount of roads, like the lanes rather. And I'm gonna see if that will help the situation a little here. Because I don't know. I feel like that could be something of this.
Floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
Oh, that's weird.
Our story this hour.
Okay, that was very odd.
Outside an abandoned building.
That's right, Jim. This decaying shell is a symbol of the industrial decline.
I'm sure that's
sweeping
fine.
the city. People are being laid off. The industrial
Don't know why
sector
this
on
is
the verge of
happening
collapse,
here.
And worryingly, crime is on the rise.
What?
Thanks, kid.
What's happening here? Can I upgrade?
We'll have more.
Okay,
after this.
that seems to work. Was I built the wrong way or something? I don't know. That was odd. But, oh god, what happened here? Okay, well nonetheless, it's fixed, quote unquote. We'll pretend that's better now. I think I just deleted most of the cars, so I mean, take that as you will, I guess. I don't think that's better, but it's done. That's the main thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna say this is any better, really. I don't think I know or could see enough of that to really bother doing that. So let me instead. Are there people walking? There are. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. Maybe it's because, I mean, there is like no other way to walk between here, so maybe that's just kind of what they're doing. I wonder. So, I mean, this could be a pretty big, like, area to get through here. And I kind of don't see too big of a deal of doing this. And then they have, like, obviously a dedicated road or walk on, or sidewalk rather. So I'm gonna just upgrade this road out the wazoo, essentially. Because hey, why not? We're gonna have to rework this at some point. I may have to do some of this stuff off camera. There's so much road stuff that I keep messing with and just making it worse. I'm gonna have to like time lapse this or something at some point, because this is gonna take me way too long and become an issue. I can already tell. I mean, it's already become an issue. Let's be honest with ourselves. And by ourselves, I mean me. Let me be honest. Because otherwise we'll be doing this every episode for the, like, till the end of time. Because this is what I live for. I do love, even with my lack of knowledge, I do love working on this. So it's a curse. But maybe this is something that I have to work on separately. I don't know. But there we go. Let them figure themselves out a little bit. Here we have a road, that's for sure. For some reason, there's a stoplight there. I like that a lot. That would be good to keep. Then let me just like, there we go. Sort of like just learned that if I just keep clicking these, they eventually will kind of go where I want. I might just have to go in and sometimes edit a few little things, but it mostly gets there. I think that's gonna be the bit that I need to edit, and that's fine. But yeah, it's when the move tool comes, I swear life's gonna be different. It may have already exists as well. I don't know if like mods have really made their way, like you know, because there'll be, I'm sure there's people who have figured out like they can make a mod and just upload it through like the game files or whatever else, but I've just not bothered. I wish they would have just done the Steam Workshop, honestly, for ease, but you know, it's what it is. So I'm actually going to do this, because I think this might be easier. And yeah, we'll see what happens. That should, in theory, be okay. Of course, that's going to get busy, because why wouldn't it not? Just, you know, to haunt me. This will probably get a little better. Yeah, this I'm gonna rework, because I don't like it. I actually think I could replace both of these intersections with a just better intersection, singular. Although I mean it's going okay for now. It's definitely not the best that this could be running. And yeah, making it any bigger, I mean, it just makes it bigger, doesn't it? It's not really like, doesn't really solve an issue. So that's not really the design, which I mean, this one's messed up too with the way the lines are and everything, but I'll come back and like sort of fiddle with that later. I may actually at the end of this video, which is probably in a moment because I just realized the time, you may see a little time lapse. I'll just do it while I'm playing, while I'm doing other stuff, but you might see me do a little time lapse to work on some traffic, and that might be it all, just because I think this might take me a long time to do what I want. And then I'll mention it more in the beginning of next episode. But you know what? I think all things considered, it's nice. It's just I would like to not focus on this so much and actually focus on getting some more stuff down next time. I think that's going to be an ideal thing to do personally. So that's going to be the plan. This is still seems to be doing fantastically, which is great to see. Lots and lots of people using the buses and everything else going on, which is really cool. But yeah, we'll see if we can, you know, there's a tourist attraction I could add down here. Actually, I kind of might add that literally right there, because if it's a tourist attraction, we have this here. You see it as you come in. Feels pretty fitting. But yeah, we'll see if, like, you know, in the next one we can also just, like, you know, start to kind of upgrade these areas a little bit. I guess this area could turn into like more of a little, maybe I could utilize this to build up a little bit, but maybe like medium density, a little bit of high density. I won't go too crazy. I'll try to keep maybe the high density to this area. I wouldn't mind to rebuild the high density area now that I'm like sort of into it a little bit more. I actually wouldn't be amiss to maybe, I wouldn't mind to build like the high density area like kind of more maybe along here. And the only reason for that is because it's got the, you know, the Golden Gate Bridge, which is cool. But there is this here, so I mean, kind of, there's that to look at, I guess. But to be able to rebuild it on larger roads and just like better infrastructure, hopefully. And maybe build up, now that I have enough money, I can kind of build up other things. And, oh, and that's one thing. So, to be able to buy land farther away from where I'm at now, and actually, you know, have like the other resources, like, you know, maybe I could buy like this area, you know, this area, and then kind of make like a secondary little town. I think that's a fantastic idea, and maybe that's something we would do as well. I actually don't know how. I guess I can buy out to here for now, once all the time comes in, which is weird because it shows me farm land and stuff out here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does. That's even weirder. But yeah, I think it allows me to do all these things. So that will be something I think I'll actually do, because I like the idea. Wow, even traffic back here. So yeah, I think we're gonna have some rebuilding to do, some infrastructure work, public transport. We'll probably cut down on a lot of this. We'll get some trains coming in and out. We'll do a bunch of stuff, and we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that will be for now. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the support, and yeah, goodbye.